Where's my cursor going? Right, okay. So as no, he hasn't gone through. Alright, so last time I played through this, didn't quite finish it. Hopefully gonna try and do that tonight. I'm in a bit of pain, so if I grunt, that's why. Basically just fell off my goddamn bike again. Oh, hi there. Fuck. Redo, redo. Why the hell is this bar? Wait, what? Oh, and they're shooting at me now. I feel like I'm about to die.
More of those things. Get ready.
Oh, there you are, Jaspar. Welcome. Oh, he just got his ass beat. Not good. Not thick. Oh shit. Right. Gonna try and oh, there's a nice claw over there too. Gonna try and fuck. Quit it! Spar, I need you to wake up. Fuck. Oh. Alright, that was not the best start. Honestly. Where the fuck were you? Let's try this again. Well, this time without falling off the... Oh, come on.
More of those things. Get ready.
Ow, they hurt.
Now, come on. Don't make it so easy.
What are you actually doing over here? Fuck it, might as well. What the hell?
What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
You've done nothing so far. Oh, that did not come out. Oh shit.
Well, it seems like the ancient starlings weren't as peaceful as they were made out to be after all.
Where
What kind of
the
utopia
fuck
needs these
were
kinds of
you?
killing machines around? I wonder how these things work. They move, but without any trace of magic. That's just scary.
Alright then. get that ice claw at least. Right. Where to now? No. If I do that, the hell doesn't regen. Oh, wasn't a spider. Right. Sheath for the regen. This place looks really good. Okay. Alright. Don't think I'm supposed to go up there. Thank Christ he didn't notice me earlier. I might as well take that. Alright, so how the hell do I get up there? Right, so what's actually up here? I can just go through the door. Okay, so I can't actually access that. Right, we're outside now.
Oh, shit. That doesn't look good.
Where the fuck's the ship?
Well, I suppose this flying steelbird got them.
See, we go look for the map now, and then we'll need to find another way out of here.
Yes, that sounds like a plan. But as long as that alarm is still active, this place is a death trap. In other words, we need to find a way to switch it off.
So how are we supposed to do that?
Question of the century. But my first guess would be somewhere within the tower itself. The Shuriai. Kamai said it meant something like workshop. That sounds like the best place to go right now. Come on, let's go back inside.
Are you taking the piss, mate? Right, just shifting a bit. bail took a bit of a toll on me. Basically, some fucker went out onto the road and didn't notice me or the car that was coming the opposite way. So, yeah, dude's wearing headphones, not paying attention, so I can't stop in time. Bang. In the end, everyone's alright, but I bailed. I think I came off worst in that situation, but oh well. Not like it's the first time I've bailed. Probably won't be the last either. Hello there. You giant fucker. Okay. Even just Bar gets his ass kicked by those fucking things. Dude. Now I kinda feel like a bit more of a badass for not dying to them in one hit. Might as well take the soul gems, right? Scrap metal. Alright, there's some stairs and stuff.
Still the essence of a high one.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking weird ass plan. Considering they're supposed to be like immortal, godlike beings. Why do you insist on going in front of me there, mate? So, as soon as he's in combat. Well done. Only gone, got yourself almost killed again. Right, what the fuck am I supposed to be looking for? Hello? Oh, right. I'm supposed to be going up the way. Nothing over here. Trying to retrieve some arrows at least. Oh shit. I'll just let you deal with it then, shall I? Right, awesome. Where did the health potion go? That would have been nice to grab, wouldn't it? Right, so,
Look, the crystal over there. That looks promising.
sure. Now how do we get to it? Pick a fucking direction already. Right, great. Don't know how many that was, but it's more where that came from, probably. Oops. I need to eat something. Spar, we're a bit fucked over here, mate. Well, you are. Oh, crap. Alright. Not the first or last time that's gonna happen, is it? Just gonna loot these things for the soul gems, really. And the loot boil.
Shit, that's a lot of them.
It is. Fucking hell, how many more are there? Oh, those ones are the spiders, right. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, at least I can still regen some health. Wish I could do that in real life, just regen health and damage by just eating something and chilling. Cause that would be hella useful right now. Oh well. Shit happens, I suppose. Right, no idea what's gonna happen next, so save.
Good. Now what you can do to deactivate.
The crystal doesn't move.
So did it work?
Won't budge.
Damn it! But run!
Oh! Right.
Over here, now!
What? Hello there, you came in just in the nick of time, didn't you?
That was close.
Yes, it was.
Huh. Kalia, I thought you were...
I would be if I had been on board the ship when that flying thing attacked us. Luckily, I wasn't. Beecham didn't make it. It all just too fast.
Shit. That makes us the only survivors.
Lovely.
The only ones. So the Starling and the Magistrate didn't make it either?
Nope. Kuramai, he just snapped. Activated that alarm. And Yela saved our lives.
Oh, Kirash, how many more must die? Magistrate Jaela, she didn't deserve that. I'm ashamed to ask, but what about the Numenos? Did you find anything out about it?
According to Yela, yeah. She said we need to find the old capital of the Pyrean Empire, that's all. That's why we're here. We need to find a map.
A map. This is what I call a coincidence. I think I know where we can find one. And up there could also be our passage back.
Up where?
Follow me, I'll show you.
Right. Make it quick. She's just trying to shift around my chair, god damn. Right. Here we go.
How did you make it here anyway? And what is this? Some kind of system?
I think so, yes. They must have been shortcuts for the ones tasked with keeping it running to quickly get from one point to the other. Just what we need right now. And concerning your first question, I suppose I simply got lucky. There was another entrance to the tower we overlooked.
Alright. Oh, thank fuck the game didn't crash. Well, this is a lot more peaceful, isn't it? Come on then. Damn.
I don't like this.
Damn it, that just had to happen, didn't it? To the other building, quickly.
Enemies,
Christ.
get ready.
And where would those be? Gonna have to fight that thing at some point, aren't I?
That won't hold up for long. Care to fill us in on your plan now, girl?
First, we need to find our map. And then, well, then we each take a seat in one of these capsules and let ourselves drop.
We let ourselves drop.
They are escape pods. Kormai had similar ones in the airship, and I just hope they work as intended. Unless you have a better plan, of course.
I'm afraid not.
Good. Then get going. Let's find that map.
Well, that didn't sound comforting. Oh, this stupid thing's bashing on the door. Right. Map's not gonna be here. So that's one of our escape pods, alright. Just quit it, will ya? Oh. Ow. Alright, nothing. Right, you're looking. I'm looking. What's Kalia up to anyway? Okay, those buttons are for the thing to drop. Old map.
Is that it? Great! Now to the pods, quickly!
How the fuck would I know if it's it? Sorry, but I'm not exactly an expert on the language, am I? For all I know, it could be old-timey porn. Press, I'm in. Need to press the damn button again? Well, this is gonna be... Okay, this is happening. Well, there's no more door. Oh, yes there is. I don't think I was meant to see that. Okay then. Wow, that's convenient. Actually crashed. In the Crystal Forest, alright. Well, there's the other escape pod. You alright?
By the wise hermit. You're well. Either these ancient starfolk had butts made of shadow steel, or they should seriously rework the landing parts of these things. Come on, let's go look for the girl. She can't be far from here.
Yeah, I can literally see her pod, dude. Clea, are you not dead?
Look, over there. Oh my. She lives. Looks like a minor laceration to me and maybe a broken rib. I guess the force of the impact threw her against this rock. Still, we should get her to a healer. Do you have the map? I think teleport magic should work again down here.
I think I do.
Good. Then at least all this wasn't for nothing. Let's go.
All right then.
So the High Ones devour our consciousnesses. Now that's what I call ironic. Maybe Koarik and his free people do become part of these higher beings they so adore after all.
Yeah, but so does
We should
everyone.
tell them. Maybe they'll be so delighted that they will abandon the siege and sail right back to Naren.
Spare us your jests. Archmagister, how long will you need to decipher the map? Archmagister,
I don't know. A couple of days, at least. I should start right away. Excuse me.
What's the matter with him?
Jaela was his mentor during his novitiate. But he will get over it. He has to. You did well, Prophet. Despite the complications, the mission was a complete success.
A complete success? What in blazes has happened to you, Tila?
Nothing. And now is not the time for quarreling.
Yela is dead, Tila. Just like Jorek. Jorek for the name of the gods. And none of this would have happened if we had just given Quarik this idiotic machine. Please, Tila, if my opinion means anything to you, let go of this madness.
I don't care about your opinion. Yorick was a traitor, and Jaela gave her life for something greater than herself. But the latter in particular seems to be something you cannot relate to. Now, silence. I've had enough of your attempts to hinder our mission. Back to the topic at hand. Sharim, what do you make of Jaela's plan to use the word of the dead to enter a High One's mind? I always thought it only enabled its user to relive the last memories of the deceased.
Well, if the High Ones are made of a collective subconsciousness, they are different in that regard. They consist only of memories, and a lot of them. That is, of course, if the Magistra's theory about them is true.
I'm no sage, but having seen the Starling's murals, I'd say it is. Mankind ascends to become a High One. This is what the cleansing really is.
Then it might work. Used on a High One, the word of the dead could allow us to enter its spirit.
We will take the risk. The walls still hold against Korik's armies, but we need to hurry. As soon as the Arcanists have figured out the map, we will set out to find this city of 1,000 floods. If you have any unfinished business to attend to, you should do it now. Many things will be decided by what's to come. I feel it. And the apothecary said that Sister Sakarish will live. She's in the Curarium, in case you want to pay a visit.
All right.
That's
So,
on me.
On Half Moon Island, weren't you? Why would that
Right.
Quark do such a thing? Narum has been at war for decades, and now he just started another one.
Yes,
Blazes.
oh,
Prophet.
I overheard your discussion with the Truchessa. Truchessa. How can she still not believe the threat is real after all we've learned?
You know, I know Natara better than you might believe. And I know the reason for her untouchable demeanor. Fear. She's afraid of losing something important to her. Something that she helped to create, and that is the Order. You probably do not know this, but unlike most keepers, Natara was not born of the Sublime Path.
Wherever you look.
Even more than us, she had to fight for her place here. And through immense willpower and discipline, she made it. Not only to become an ordinary keeper, but into the highest league.
In other words, the Order's all she has.
Correct. It is all she has ever lived for, and she's afraid that change will destroy it. Your admission into our ranks, our truce with Narazul's mages. She believes that my imprisonment made me into a fool whose only intent is to get his will. She does not realize that all that has happened burdens me as much as it burdens her. And that I would give a lot for her support, rather than this ridiculous bickering.
You seem to know an awful lot about the Chichester. How close exactly have you two been?
That's none of your concern, but I presume you have your assumptions.
Well, that's just how he is. Always.
You'd like someone to back you up? That'd be the first time I've ever heard you say something like that.
Everybody needs someone to back them up from time to time. You know, as humans, we are not so different from animals as some try to make us believe. We are like wolves, and every pack needs a leader. Someone in front who is not afraid to make the hard calls. And this is who I am. I did not ask for it, but I will not fail. If my resolve weakens, the others will lose their courage, and I cannot let that happen. But that does not mean that I regret any of the decisions I have made. None of them.
Alright. Alright, where the fuck was the curarium anyway? I think it was through here. Yeah. So I'll check in on Kalia, see how she's doing. Whoa. Yo, glad to hear you're not dead.
Saira, what are you doing here?
Just wanted to check in on you. How's your injury doing?
Better. Thanks for asking. I suppose it looked worse than it actually ended up being.
Well, you looked almost dead, so... yeah. Well, we'll soon start the mission to head into the City of Thousand Floods. I just wanted to say goodbye.
I see. I don't think this is the end, though. I will be back on my feet again in a couple of hours and will help defend the temple. Nothing is worse than lying around like this. Just find the Numinos for us, Saira. That is all that matters.
Duly noted. Right. Wait, the Starlings map has been 10 Magister Liam's funeral. Oh, right. Apparently they're doing that straight away. But, fair enough.
Greetings. Greetings. Greetings.
Hey, you got nothing to say, do you? Okay, fair enough.
Wherever you look, where is this supposed to lead?
Now,
Oh, where the hell is the funeral supposed to take place? So we teleport to the marketplace. We can actually
Be careful, my sir. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
this must have picked up a couple. Oh yeah.
They just sit on their asses and hope
Some
things
shifts
settle
never end.
themselves. Okay.
I'm not gonna need any of this right now. Alexi's notes. Ooh, the music's changed.
Huh? Can I help you?
Huh.
And so the circle closes, as it does for these 3 virtuous souls we are mourning today. But fear not, for they gave their life for a just cause, for the greater good, and will thus be walking on the endless paths forever, together with our Lord Malthus. Magistra Jailer, keeper of the 3rd sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the 1st sigil, and Legion Lightman Novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Oh, just shut up, won't you? As if you believe any of this yourself.
Keeper, you...
Malthus is dead. Our Lord
I just
is
don't
dead.
see the fucking point.
And if even he could not last through the ages, how is he supposed to lead us along the eternal paths? A dead god?
Take her away.
Yes, just go on. Close your eyes and pretend that none of this is happening. It's what you've always been good at. The cleansing is our punishment, don't you see? The punishment because we failed the Lightborn. That we let someone kill them. And the High Ones will take us all. Do you hear me? They will take us all.
Keep going.
But...
Keep going!
Magistra Jailer, keeper of the 3rd sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the 1st sigil, and Legion Lightman Novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you walk the paths for eternity.
Right. Whatever this universe's equivalent of Amen is. That. I don't know. Walk blessed? I don't know. But yeah. So I've got a couple of points to spend. So I like to top tier that. Alright, so that'll let me see better souls. But it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? So, come on game, behave. So, light armor, yes. Oh, nice. So, 19 crafting points, 11 learning points, so... $17, so 20, so the 25, it would be 8, and then 3 more. Alright, I think we've got our plan. So sleep till the morning.
Walk black. Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down
Light
here anyway.
armor, apprentice, those I need 8 of, and adept. I'll need 3 of those. And then proceeds to read all of them in front of her.
Malthus
Okay, so light armor, 28 now.
It's your travels.
Then 19 crafting points. I need the... So rhetoric books. I think I'll just grab all the money out of here. Rhetoric's 50. So I can buy
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around.
19
Just take a look around. Oh, a
expert
bit of this
rhetoric
and that.
books.
Feel free to take a look.
Rhetoric expert. Okay, I can only buy 15. Alright.
Blessed.
So I might as well pop some into enchanting, right?
Walk. The guard practically bought my entire... Sure, take a look.
So, a couple of ambrosia. I'll need that. Bash potion, yep. Concentrated poisons. Buy 4 of those, why not? Visibility potion. Right.
Walk blessed.
Right, that should be all my points spent.
It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Is it important? I don't have time to talk.
Yes, you don't have time to talk. Nobody does. I don't need much money on me anymore. I've already bought all I need to buy. Right. I need to take a quick bathroom break. As quick as I can be today, so be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so resting for a couple of days just to get our quest objective to pop, so we can keep going with the main story and try and finish it today. Right, there we go. Beach spar in front of the Emporium. I'm gonna assume that's Noble's District? Alright, hold up.
Red mat. Enemies before our gates. How can the old ask us to keep on living?
Oh, shit's fucked. I'm surprised anyone can even leave the city still.
Sir?
Greetings.
Sun Temple? Pretty sure I was meant to go there anyway. Yep. There's good old Jaspar. What's up, dude?
Hey there. It's good to see you. So, shall we do this? The Grandmaster said by tonight Shah-Rim should have deciphered the old maps.
The following decision triggers events which lead to the end of Enderfall. If there's still something you have to do in the game, game world, you should do that beforehand. Yeah, I'm good.
Alright then. Let's wait until nightfall.
And Q failing a shit ton of quests? No. Alright. Suppose not. Yeah.
Prophet, there's good news. We were able to decipher the Starling's maps, and we now know where to find the City of 1,000 Floods.
Where is that?
Sharon was just about to explain. Sharon? Prophet.
Yes. I suppose you already know that Vin hasn't always been like it is now. In the time of the Pyreans, it was one big continent, which they called Pangora. Only the Starfall, in the era of Azateron's madness, split it apart. In other words, the Pyreans dominated the entire world as it was back then. It was a world empire. However, until recently, we always thought that the Empire's capital, the City of 1,000 Floods, was situated somewhere near where Kira is today. We were wrong about that. It was here, in Enderal.
Here?
Here, beneath our feet, to be precise.
Under Ark?
Yes. We don't know whether it was a coincidence that Malfa's vassals set the foundation of Ark here, out of all the places they could have. But they did. The heart of the Pyrean Empire was here, right where we stand. Only it's buried now.
So, it's the Undercity, is it? But if that's true, how come nowhere never found it? There were expeditions into the tunnels below the city, weren't there?
Hardly.
Sadly, the Order never cared much for archaeology. We considered it a useless endeavor. And even if there had been private undertakings, the dangers such an expedition posed, let alone its costs, would have scared off most investors.
But still, you're right. If the Order would have bothered, we could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble. However, it doesn't matter now. What matters is we now know where the last cleansing took place, and that it's somewhere we can reach.
So, we need to get down there, but how? It would take years to dig all that deep.
True, but there might be another way. Do you know the myth of the Black Guardian? The Endralians believe that there is some kind of demon deep down below the surface, and that you can even hear him scream if you just listen carefully. Rubbish, of course, but I think that these screams are the sound of wind. And if there's wind...
There are tunnels. So you're saying that the Undercity's cavern reaches that deep? Into the City of Floods?
into what is left of it. All we need to do is find an entrance point that can lead us down.
Then we leave without further delay. There's no point in leading an army down there, so the four of us will go alone. Prophet, speak to the Archmagister and tell him to give you the word of the dead and the container for the Numinos. We will need both. He's at the beacon.
Shouldn't we at least think this through before we go?
Ready your equipment. We'll meet at the gate to the Undercity.
Huh?
It's as if the game knows I'm in a bit of a rush. Oh well. Hello there.
Oh, aren't you... never mind. How can I help
Yes.
you?
I'm looking for the Archmagister. I was told he's here.
He was. But he went to get something. Why don't you wait until he comes back? I have to admit that it's a great honor to finally meet you in person. You know,
right.
when all this started, when the Grand Master exalted you, I thought it was a sin. Granting an Outlander what we have to fight so hard for. But now... Phew! I think Malthus, or whoever sent you, that he did. We owe you a lot. Really.
I do what I can.
And you're modest, too. Say... may I ask you something?
What's up?
The beacon. Do you really think it'll work? I mean, I'm just a novice, but... if it can really banish the High Ones, how come the Pyreans couldn't save themselves? I just don't understand.
Honestly, me neither. But I don't think we have any other option.
You know, I lost someone not too long ago. It was the Naramis, under the command of that butcher Korik. My family has a small farm near the coast, and when the first of the Naramis ships landed, I immediately rode to them to get them into the city, into safety.
What happened?
I'm sorry. This isn't easy. Our farm. It's on a small cliff near the farmer's coast. Just a few miles from Ark. I already had a bad feeling when I set out. And then I saw the smoke. And then there was that smell. And...
What smell?
the smell of burnt meat. It was everywhere. I rode faster and faster, and then, when I got to the house, I saw that it was on fire, and that someone had put up 3 crosses, and they were burning too. My mother, my father, and my sister, they were still alive, you know? And I just stood there, and there was nothing I could do. Do you understand? Nothing. And it doesn't matter how I try to look at it. It all amounts to one thing. I was too weak. I was too late, and I was too weak. That wouldn't have happened to you, would it? You would have done something. You would have saved them. just as you'll save us. If I could just be more like you, then your flesh.
Oh shit.
Yes, that's it. All I need is a piece of your flesh, and nothing like that will ever happen again.
What?
Why? Is that so hard to understand? I don't want much, just a small piece of it. But you just don't want to share, isn't that it? You want it all for yourself. Because you're vain. And in all your damn vanity, you don't even see the futility of the whole thing. The beacon won't burn. It never will. Thousands have tried it before you. Thousands who are as arrogant as you are. And they all failed.
Because the light will burn you. It will devour you until there's nothing left of you. Nothing but burnt flesh.
Nice and crisp. You're familiar with that, aren't you? Prophet.
By Malthus, we need to stop them.
Oh great, what the fuck? Ah, you're here. Right, what the fuck just happened, Lexi?
Name of the sun. They were possessed. How is that possible? I thought the sigil stone protects us.
Obviously it doesn't. What about the beacon? How badly is it damaged?
Oh, of course. Wait. Oh, the damage is within acceptable limits. Nothing we shouldn't be able to repair. But wait, what is that noise? Oh, by the righteous path. I think you should see.
What in blazes happened here? And what is that noise?
The Neramis. They are in the city. Their entire army.
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. This is impossible. This is impossible! And this? What's the meaning of this bloodbath?
I don't know, Grandmaster. The High Ones somehow were able to possess the Keepers here. They tried to destroy the beacon and kill the Prodigy.
What? But the stone, we...
Grandmaster, you have to see this.
What? That the Neramis are in the city? I know that already.
No, we know how they did it. The true Chessa betrayed us.
Nonsense.
It's the truth. She and almost a third of the Keepers followed Bartar's example. Come, you should hear it for yourself.
I ordered that the temple gates be closed right away and positioned archers on the battlements. At least for now, none of these Neramis bastards will enter the temple.
Well done.
Well. Oh, do I have to wait for her until?
There. She survived it. Open your eyes, traitor.
What? Hi, Grandmaster. I am so sorry. It shouldn't have happened like that. Oh, my Malthus. What have I done?
Tell us what happened.
Of course, Grandmaster. I will. The Trichessa, she contacted Korak and asked for...
We will, once we're done. Continue. The Trichessa arranged a meeting with Korak. What did she want from him?
A truce. She offered him the city if he would promise not to harm anyone. She had this stone, you know, the sigil stone that protects us keepers from the High Ones. Korak, he agreed. But once the gates were open, he
Killed everyone.
Yes, the Trichessa, even though she kept her end of the bargain. Then they swarmed into the city and... Oh, by Malphas, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Take her to the Carrarium.
Wait. You have to forgive me. I mean, we only wanted the best. You have to believe me. Please don't let me die as a pathless. Please.
I forgive you. Now go.
Yes, of course, Grandmaster.
Oh, great.
What are your orders, Grandmaster? We aren't many, but if we use cunning, we might be able to drive them back out of...
We will not. We are no more than 6 up here, and the Narimes are thousands. And both our black powder and our boiling oil are in the barracks.
Then it's over. We have lost.
What? No! Nothing is over! They can't be that far into the city yet. We only have to drive them out of the gates and then...
And how exactly are you planning to do that? By loading the cannons with sugar mint and shooting balls of herbs at the Narames? Great idea, really.
You sodding!
Quiet! Marajil and Sharim are right, Commander. Ark is lost. But our war against the High Ones isn't. The beacon still stands, and it will continue to do so as long as we hold the temple. We've lost the battle, yes, but not the war. All we need is the Numenors, and then the beacon will be lit.
And what then? I don't think Korak will withdraw once we've destroyed his vision of this ascent.
Correct, he won't. Which is why we will surrender.
What?
It is the only way. As I said to the Trichessa before, this war is about more than just us. If we choose to give up now, or if we choose to fight and die down there, Korak will destroy the beacon either way and let the cleansing happen. We will prevent that at all costs. Which is why we will find the Numenors, light the beacon, and then surrender.
And what? Hope for mercy? Korak has more than once demonstrated what he means by mercy.
I am not hoping for mercy. We will die, but there is no alternative. Korak isn't man enough to participate in the battle himself. So even if we were to break out and fight, all we would do is kill his delusional soldiers. And their deaths would be as pointless as this entire war. Once the High Ones are vanquished, we've done our duty. That's it.
But no! We are warriors, and true warriors fight! You've said
True
that!
warriors ask questions. Like the question, when does a battle for ideals become nothing more than a battle for vanity? Those soldiers down there, Commander, They are nothing more than butchers. But we are more than that. But I will not stop you. As soon as the beacon is lit, you're free to flee. But for now, you will hold this place at all costs while we search for the Numenors. Archmagister, do you have the word of the dead?
I do, yes. How do you plan to get into the Undercity from here? The entire city is swarming with Korex's soldiers.
Leave that to me. Commander Aaron, gather the remaining keepers and arcanists. I will address them.
I sure hope you know what you're doing. I think I know what you're doing. I've been down there before.
You all know what has happened. We were betrayed by our own brothers and sisters. As we speak, people are dying, slaughtered by the Nerimes, who think we are their enemy. And I know what you are feeling right now. Anger. Anger aimed at those in our ranks who did this to us. But you're wrong. Despite their deed, they wanted to protect us, to fulfill their holy duty. And the same applies to Korek and his soldiers. Yes, they are deluded. Yes, they have committed crimes past redemption, but they, too, only did what they thought was right. If there is someone to blame in all this, it's the High Ones, and no one else. They, brothers and sisters, they are the ones responsible. They have no mind, no compassion, no soul, and their only reason for existing is to destroy.
And to
They are
populate.
cowards who act out of the shadows and play us against each other like puppets on strings. And right now, they think they have won. They think they can defeat us. But they will fail, because we are still here. We have the beacon, the only thing capable of stopping all this madness, and that is exactly what we're going to do. After that, you are free to go. Flee, fight, do whatever you think is best. I myself will surrender, because every drop of blood spilled after we have done our duty and destroyed the High Ones is useless. And even if the Nerimes kill me, my death will be a sign. A sign that people like Korek will never understand. Hatred breeds hatred. This is what history has taught us, and this is what makes the High Ones strong. Stand by me when the time comes, or go. But until then, fight.
It's just madness. All of it.
Look, where is this supposed to lead?
This is madness, all of it.
A machine that can banish these High Ones. The mysteries of this world are endless, aren't they?
How am I supposed to get up there again? Ah. Okay.
there she goes. 4,000 years this city has stood. And now she is aflame. It is a tragedy.
You told the others that we're going to find the Numinos, but how? How are you planning to get into the Undercity with the Naramis in the streets?
There is another way. I suppose you already know that the Order was never proud of the fact that something like the Undercity exists. And maybe you also know that we and the Relata had an informal agreement. They rule the underground and we rule the surface. In reality, however, this is only half the truth. We never handed over the reins entirely. There is a plan B in case things get out of control and the Undercity's inhabitants revolt, like they did once during the Blood Moon riots.
Plan B, huh? I have an idea what that might mean.
Probably. I will make it short. There's a set of tunnels throughout the King's Mountain on which this temple was built, and they lead all the way down into the Undercity. They were built to release poison gas into the entire cave system.
Oh, in other words, if the Undercity were to revolt again, you would have simply killed them all.
It would have been an option. With the gates to the surface barred, no one would have survived.
And let me guess, your plan is to use these tunnels to sneak down into the Undercity, yeah?
Down and back up again, yes. The Naramis do not know about these tunnels, and when they find out, it will be too late. We descend, we find the Numinos in the City of Floods, and we light the beacon. After that, you know what I will do. There is a way into the tunnels through the dungeons of this temple. Meet me and Sharim there once you're ready to depart.
Well, it's not like I've got anything else to do.
Prepare yourself. We will meet in the dungeon.
Right then, let's go. Just bar, we got shit to do.
Hello, my friend. So what did the Grand Master say?
There are tunnels in the mountain. They were meant to pipe poison gas in the Undercity in case they revolted. We're going to use them to get down there.
Poison gas. Now, if that isn't yet another example of the unimpeachable holiness of the Holy Order. But I guess a way down is better than none.
True.
There was one thing I wanted to ask you before we leave. If things work out the way the Grand Master thinks they will you give yourself to Korak as he said he would?
Not sure. If there's a way to survive this, I'd rather take my chances, symbolic gesture or not.
I'm glad you see it that way. Anyway, I'll go catch up with Meister Cynical and our esteemed Grand Master. Couldn't ask for better company on a suicide mission like this. Just meet me at the dungeon once you're ready to set out.
I can't believe Sigil Berabat.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Anyone can be a fucking traitor, can't they? Oh, there's an entrance to the basement here.
Where's your flesh? You don't have any flesh.
Okay. So he's gone mad. Hopefully a shitload of arrows that I have will be enough.
Poison gas tunnels. If there's one thing the Holy Order has always been, it's creative. My respect for that, Arenthio.
They're here. One moment.
Interesting lock.
It's a sigil, and it can only be opened by one bearing the Grandmaster's sword. Follow me.
You guys can take care of this shit. Can't you?
Pathetic.
He's not following this dude.
In case you were wondering, those 3 water gates up there, Starling machinery which releases the poison gas. As long as we do not open them, we can pass safely through the tunnels.
So, this tunnel system, exit points does it have? I assume that a single exit into the Undercity wouldn't have sufficed to poison it all by itself, would it?
No. There are a total of 8 exits, and we will be using the one that leads into the Crow district. According to Maragil, we should be able to find a suitable entrance point into the old depths from there.
Alright then. Although we should have taken him with us. I mean, what if there's more ancient writings and shit that we need to, like, decipher? You know. Come on.
Yes.
Fine. Right, ghosts are dead. You guys are good to move up. Field grind soul gem. Sweet. Alright, alright. Keep going. Well.
What a waste of time.
Oh, really? I mean, they're dead people. So I'm guessing some shithead must have buried them here.
Is it important?
Like the bite of flea.
Here we are. Lead the way. You know this area better than we do.
Are you assuming that I'm a freaking thief?
You will not stop us! Never!
Every single one of you.
And you're possessed.
You will not stop us! Never!
The bite of flea. Lucky. Hit. Ha! Like the bite of flea.
More lefties!
Idol worshipper.
You will not stop us! Never!
That's a fucking... Alright, magic protection sheet, and I need some shock protection.
For freedom!
Blazes! We need to put an end to this! Now!
You chose your fate. Now live with the consequences.
What a waste of time.
I mean, you knew this would happen. Alright.
But this is madness. Our faith is peaceful. It always has been.
Is that so? And the radiant being which was Malthus turned away and extended its arms towards the sky, and thousands of lightning bolts crashed down onto the wretched city, destroying everything, even the shack of Enderal itself.
Oh, shit.
And those who still doubted the divinity of the Lightborn after their revelation were smitten with heart. The smell of smoke and embers. Smoke and embers were the embers.
What a waste of time.
To me, wouldn't you agree?
Let it go, Friar. They've already passed judgment.
Well, we're at a door.
This is the place. Sharim.
Yes, take cover.
Impressive.
Entropy.
Lead the way, Prophet. You know what we are looking for.
Do I fucking really? I mean, at this point, I'm looking for some gobbledygook device.
Hey, you alright? You look pale for some reason. It was the echo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was different. Somehow. Stronger.
Stronger?
That might be because we're getting closer to where the last cleansing happened. If we just follow the visions, they might lead us directly to the temple, and thus to their version of the beacon.
The High Ones. They're trying to prevent us from reaching the temple. What a waste of time.
Get the fuck out my way, dipshit.
You will not stop us! Never! Pathetic.
Right. I still need to equip the rune arrows. And they'll be dropping from these guys.
Well done.
Indeed. Now where's the corpses of these fuckers? I need some arrows.
Blazes. Trouble up ahead. Get ready.
Pathetic.
Nice, get some rune arrows back. City of 1,000 floods. Finally. Make it to here. damn.
The city of 1,000 floods. By the wise hermit. It's so beautiful.
And dangerous. Come, we need to get down there.
Already?
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
The temple! Retreat to the
You
temple!
had a choice, and you've chosen ignorance. Now pay the price.
It's the exact same thing, dude.
What did you see?
The Pyreans, someone betrayed them too, and helped this Jakal get into their city. And he seems to have had motives similar to Korax.
What?
In other words, all that we have done so far is almost identical to how things went for the Pyreans. We are still part of the pattern.
But does that mean everything we've achieved hasn't made any difference at all? That we found the black stones, the ancient starlings?
All that the Prophet has seen is that someone betrayed the Pyreans too, and that this deluded as this fool Koarek. We knew that already. We are the first to be so close to lighting the beacon. I can feel it.
I think you're deluded too. I mean, there could be a city under this old city as well. You know, just like a stack of cities. Yeah, like some old fucking Jenga puzzle or some shit. Oh, my computer's loving the frames here. Holy shit. Oh, this is fucking crazy, dude. Bar, get the fuck out of the way, you muppet. I swear to God, just gets in the fucking way. Raphael.
What is this? Some kind of messed up puppet theater? How can these corpses still be here after all this time? They should have decayed long ago.
Good question.
Well, what are you thinking about?
It looks like magic to me. Look at how gray their skin is. Like ashes.
I see, the cleansing did this to them, right? This must have been their final moments before the High Ones devoured them.
I fear you're right. They must have tried to get into the temple, into safety. In vain. This is tragic.
Yes, very tragic. Are you done?
Of course.
Impressive.
I suppose we have company.
You are impressive, you know that? Everything around you is falling apart, yet you refuse to give up. Tell us, Saranthia, what makes you keep going?
Are you trying to manipulate me? If so, save your breath and fight instead.
Oh my, so grim. How nice it would be if everything could just be killed, wouldn't it? Even the past. Tell us, do your companions know the truth about you? All of it?
Let's go. This is pointless.
Pointless. You wound us. All we want is to help them understand. Just look at them. How clueless they are.
Are you deaf? Shut up. Your games don't work on me.
We'll take that as a no.
But there has to be a way.
Not here in Inodan, Tilor. We could hide the pregnancy, but a living child? A lightborn and a mortal. It's blasphemy. As ridiculous as that may sound coming from my mouth. You could flee with him, you know. Take him somewhere where no one will find you.
What? Erlander, that... no. They would recognize us for who we are.
Not if we took precautions. But even if they did, no one would dare oppose a Lightborn. No one. Tealord, please, don't let him grow up without a father. He will be special, I can feel it, and he will need you.
What is this? But... no, I can't. The Council, Erlander. You know what they said about me. They want to do it.
You mean the exaltation? I can't believe you just said that. This is about a child, Tealord. Our child.
Yes, our child. Why don't you tell me another 1,000 times? I have obligations here, damn it. And you should know that better than anyone else. You know how hard I've worked to get here, Erlander. And now you want me to give it all up? For this...
I should have gotten some popcorn.
Tealord, how... I just don't know what to say. Being a seraph, it's a title by the name of the sun. A title. How can that possibly be more important to you than... oh, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Of course you can't. You've never known what it means to have to fight for something. We will give him away to one of your servants. It is better that way, for him and for us.
What would have happened if you had been there for your son, I wonder? Would he have ever started to blame the gods for this deep hatred lurking inside him? You made your son into what he became, and all because a promotion was more important to you than your own flesh and blood. And that is why you will fail here, don't you see? Because failing is what you do. As a soldier, as a protector of the gods, and as a father. You are a butcher, a loser, not the glorious savior you want people to remember you as. Admit it already.
Right, a wise hermit, that's a lot of them. If you have a plan, Renfield, now would be a good time to fill us in.
I'll need a lot more silver arrows.
John, you and the mercenary cover our backs. You, prophet, fight at my side.
Oh fuck, of course. Potion of fire protection enhanced.
What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish. They're blocking the way.
The path is clear.
Don't make it
Advance.
so easy.
Are you taking the fucking piss? Magic protection, that's a cheap one will do. Oh fuck.
They're blocking.
Protection standard.
The path is clear. Advance.
Where is that fucking... What the fuck just happened? You have got to be kidding, dude.
They're blocking the way.
The path is clear. Advance.
Who'd you learn that from? Your grandmother? By the wise hermit. Well, let's never stop.
Oh shit, it's another fucking mage. Guys? We are in for a fun fucking time. Figures. Holy fuck, they're about to get their shit fucking kicked in.
Now, come on. Don't make it so easy.
Oh, the frame rate's not making it easy either. This battle alone is mental.
Pathetic.
What arrows in these? Silver. Okay. Yeah.
That was all of them. Quick.
Well, how the fuck are you so sure?
Karash. It's locked. What do we do?
We will break it open. Do you see the ballista up there? Dalvarig, you... Wait. Do you feel that?
Yes, the heat. By the wise hermit, I have a bad feeling about that. What?
By the name of the sun.
Cover!
Lovely.
Wait. He's moving.
Yes. Yes, that is good. Stay with us.
The fuck just happened?
You were hit by a piece of debris, but we are safe. At least for the moment.
The dragon. What about the dragon? Where is it?
His attack brought down the entire facade, but it also cut him off from us. He will not be able to get inside here.
And what about Spar? Where the fuck's he?
The building came down on top of him. There was nothing we could do. But you survived. That is what matters for now.
We have to search for... we have to search for him, though.
Yes, and we will. But to do that, we need to find another way out of this place. So, no matter what else we do, we first have to go deeper into the temple.
So what now? What do we do?
We finish this. That arrogant display of the High Ones was a bluff. They are afraid of us, and this puppet show out there was their last trump card. But they have failed. We're here, and we're close. All that matters now is that we summon the High One and take the Numinos from him. Then it is over. Thank the gods your injuries are only superficial. Just try to keep up.
Oh, lovely. Something else is rolling up on us. Rats. You taking the piss?
What a waste of time.
Ball. You got gangrene out of it. Or something. I don't fucking know. Okay then.
Did you see that?
Interesting. That must be the echo. We are so close to where the last thing happened that not only the Prophet sees it, but we do as well.
You realize what that means, right? Just FYI, I don't actually know where the fuck I'm going, guys.
No buts. The beacon is all that matters. Understood? They must not harm it.
Oh. Yep. This is their beacon, alright. Although they set it up differently. Wait, they had two?
There it is. The beacon. By the gods, how similar they are. Sharim, do you have the word of the dead with you?
Yes.
Good. Then place it in front of the beacon and prepare yourself. Prophet, it is now up to you. Somehow you must recall the moment when the last cleansing happened. If Shayla's theory is right, this is the only way to get our hands on something close to a physical form of a High One.
And how exactly do I do that? I can't control the echo.
No, but maybe you can somehow lure it. According to all that you have told me so far, the echo seems to react to things or situations connected to the cycle. Take a look around and see if you can find something.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Give me some time.
All right.
The core of this sickness is in people's heads. It is a way of thinking. But you will never understand that, High Priest, will you?
Great.
The beacon was created to banish the High Ones from existence, but to do that, we need something from them. It was almost as if the beacon longed for the stones. They are the key. I feel it.
Take a look around. There has to be something to help you lure the echo.
Say it with such confidence. To lure the echo. Have to tease it out. Easier said than fucking done, mate. How about you try it? Right, I feel as if I'm gonna have to look this one up. Can't for the life of me find these stupid things. Right, so quest. Come on. Shards of Order, Part 2. So, an ancient mountain next to the north pillar at the end of the hallway. Oh, so it literally is anywhere. Might be going back a bit too damn far. Right, an ancient helmet next to the north pillar at the end of the hallway through which you came.
They are similar to magic, or the power responsible for the tides. They are pure energy. I am beyond confused right now. Where is the last piece?
Take a look around. There has to be something that can help you lure the echo.
Oh, sure. I feel like such a nonce right now. But the last item's meant to be a sword. found
open
it.
the gates and now they're killing everyone!
That is it. That is the memory. Quickly, Lord Shadow, use the word of the dead.
Well, this is getting funkier by the minute. Right, 2 seconds. Right.
By the name of the sun. Is that...
A high one.
Lovely.
We have made it. How are you feeling, Prophet? Luring the echo like that, it must have strained you.
Yes, by Alcope. This place feels peculiar.
It does, indeed. We are in the consciousness of a past civilization. Do you see that up there? Yaela was right after all. This is our Numinars, the essence of a High One.
Let's go fucking get it then.
I wish you could see this.
Unbelievable. I have done it. In spite of everything.
Doesn't the High One feel that we're here? Why doesn't he do anything?
We are in his thoughts. What could you do against that? Time does not exist here. At least not as we know it.
So what now? How do we get the essence inside the container?
We will see about that. Maybe that question will answer itself. Sharon, do it. Carry the container to the essence.
As you command, Enderal.
What is it? What are you waiting for?
Tell me, Arantheo. Back in the ruins, when the High One showed you that memory, it was the first time I saw you express real agitation. Not anger, but agitation. What you did to your son. Do you regret it, I wonder? That you abandoned him in exchange for prestige and power.
What?
I don't think you do. What got to you was being reminded of your own failure. Regret. You don't know that feeling. You never have. Not even after Kira.
Sharon, what are you?
I hired the mercenaries with Khalim. I helped him kill Lashari. And I let the Neramis into the city. And still, you don't have the slightest idea who I am, do you?
By... you were there. The night of 1,000 fires.
Yes. I survived your massacre. One of only a few.
Then you did not follow my son because you shared his ideals. You did it to get to me? What for, Yusna? Justice?
Justice. I am done with this world, Arantheo. I have been for a long time now. The only reason why I'm still here is a promise I made to someone. The promise that one day, I will be the one who takes everything from you.
Yusna, this is madness. Whatever you are planning to do, it will affect the whole world, not just me. If you want my death, why not just wait, damn it? Once we have lit the beacon, Korek will kill me. That way, All those innocent lives will be.
Just shut up! You take me for such a fool? As if there's anything in this world you would want more than to die a martyr! Tealor Aranthiel, conqueror of the High Ones, savior of mankind. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like it so much. You know, at first, I was so frustrated with all the setbacks. When the Prophet saved Lishari's research in Aldrashadgrad, and when Quarik's first attack on the city didn't succeed. But then I realized that all of this would be so much more gratifying than anything else I could do to you. Your final attempt, and so close to your target, only to fail by my hand. You asked me once what my daughter's name was. Do you remember?
Yes, I beg you, please.
Lena. Her name was Lena.
No. That's impossible.
What the fuck is going on? We're fucked. We are so fucked.
You fool. Miserable, selfish fool! You killed us all!
Impressive, Aranthiel. You really were close. A shame that you were too preoccupied with yourself to see it coming.
Beast! You damn beast! He was possessed! Possessed from the start!
Oh no, Aranthiel. I'm afraid that is only half true. We reap, but you sowed. Of course we possessed him, but you did all the heavy lifting back in Kira when you gave the order to massacre everyone dear to him, including his wife and his poor daughter. And so, it is a happy ending after all, isn't it? Without the Numinos, you have nothing to use the beacon's power on. And the only thing it is good for now is the destruction of your own beloved city. It will be a feast, and there will be nothing left of you once we've devoured you. Nothing but cold, gray flesh. It is just as we said. You have failed as you always have done.
Oh, the beacon is the thing that the High Ones used to.
No. No. I have not. Not at all. You have just presented me with a solution.
Are you deaf? There is no solution. The cleansing will happen, and you will all die.
Yes. Yes, we will. Your Messiah, the citizens of the city, the armies, we will all burn like the sun. And then it will be over.
You're fantasizing, Aranthiel. Without...
Not this time. Here we must go our separate ways. Believe me, I wish it were otherwise. But in your condition, you would just be a burden. And I cannot afford any risks. I'm sorry.
What the hell are you talking about? What are you planning?
The High Ones are right. We cannot use the beacon to banish them anymore. But do you remember what the Archmagister said? Without the Numinos, the beacon's energy would burst out without direction.
Yeah, which is why we went to find the Numinos in the first place. Lighting the beacon without it could only...
cause a massive explosion, yes. And that is the only thing we can do for mankind now. Koarek was and is essential to the High One's plan. Whatever shape the actual cleansing takes, He wants to make sure it will happen. And we profit. We may have failed in breaking the cycle for ourselves, but not for the others.
The others?
The other people of this world. Araziel, Kira, Kile. They're affected by the cycle as much as Enderal. And I know that there must be people like us. People who have had the same dreams and feel what is about to happen. And if we kill Koarek and his armies, we buy these people time. Time to gather knowledge. Time to build a new beacon. And time to light it themselves.
So you want to blow up the beacon, but what about the city? What about all the people who'll die?
Those whom the Nerimes have not yet massacred anyway, you mean? They will die, as you and I will. But they will do so for mankind's salvation. And this is something worth dying for. It is the only way, don't you see? Either we die here, rotting with the Pyreans, or we choose to give our death meaning by at least stopping this fanatic Koarek and his armies. The High Ones are a lot weaker than they pretend to be. I feel it. We were so close to destroying them. And I have faith in the others out there who will fight them. They will succeed where this scum Sharim made us fail.
Dude, have you lost your mind? We can't put a death sentence over all of Enderal just for some vague hope. The people, they trust you, Aranthiel.
So, a shepherd cannot decide the fate of his sheep. What is this really about, Prophet? Your life? Now is not the time for arrogance and selfishness. All of this is about more than just us. That you fail to see this disappoints me, Prophet. I thought better of you than that. But it does not matter anymore. I've made my choice. I'm sorry.
You fucking imbecile. I'm pretty sure setting the beacon off is exactly what they want.
It all begins with the dreams. Breathe.
Enter the mind of a High One? I hope you're joking. This was their last stand. They are afraid of us. I feel it. You've killed us! You've killed us all! You have just shown me the solution.
Right. Don't tell. Oh, fuck. Don't tell me I'm like dying over here or something. Weakened. Evoking the memory took its toll. You're feeling weak and dizzy. Yep. So I'm pretty sure this is all scripted.
No. This is impossible.
What? Who are you? What is this place?
Why are you here? Be gone, Phantom. Be gone and leave me to my slumber.
Phantom? What in blazes are you talking about? What's the meaning of this?
Then this isn't a dream. You really are here. But why? The prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist?
The veiled woman. She healed me and opened a portal.
Her? But why? She does not have a mind. She does not have feelings. So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here?
The unlikeliest of all eventualities. What are you saying? That my being here is coincidence?
Coincidence or caprice, I do not know. The veiled woman cannot be understood.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you? What are you?
I am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Arcarians called me the God of Death. The Moonskin people, the Warden of Dreams. The Pyreans, the Demon of the Deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again.
You know the Pyreans. By the gods, how old are you?
Does you measure time? Older than your most daring chronicles go back, by far. I have seen them all, since our people fell. Every civilization, every cleansing, every turn of the cycle.
Then you somehow survived the cleansing of your civilization. Are you one of the ancient starlings?
What? No. The starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail. And I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath. As I like to call it back then.
The Goliath? What exactly is that?
What is it? My self-dug grave. What it was meant to be was a body of steel. An immortal machine with which I planned to merge my consciousness. Only organic life could be reaped by the High Ones. And I thought that by becoming a machine, I could fool them. By the name of the sun, how brilliant I thought myself. I wanted to become a god, laughing in the face of time. But let me spare you my self-pity. What happened, happened.
So you plan to outlive your own people? To what point? Living in the dead world?
No. Joining the Goliath meant immortality. All I had to do was sleep and awaken once more when the cycle started again, and new life came forth. Except that this new life would not have been defenseless. I would have been a true god to them, one capable of protecting them from the High Ones. No imaginary figure like the Creator, No false gods like the Lightborn were, to speak in your language.
But your plan did work. You built this machine, became it, and survived the cleansing.
As the
right?
only one of my people, yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again.
What do you mean you can only watch? We're thousands of leagues deep into the Earth, aren't we?
Yes. But a part of the Goliath is the eye. It allows me to see what happens on the surface everywhere. Not as literal as you imagine, of course. I see schemes, feel emotions, similar to your gift, to the Echo. But they are enough to understand.
To be clear, you've been here since the High Ones devoured your people.
Yes. It was not how I planned it. The Goliath in its final form was meant to be divine. A synthesis of man and steel. But I overestimated myself. And I acted too quickly, driven by fear.
Oh, thank fuck. We haven't lost yet. Whether the High Ones triumph or not depends on what happens after Ranthiel has blown up the beacon.
No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over.
I knew it.
By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless.
Powerless?
Yes. It is hard to put into words. I myself do not know everything about the High Ones. Only that they are part of something we call the cycle. A civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness, the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. Despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing. As powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are. Because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of. Their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human. And by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High One's hands. Why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon. My knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time, and despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenors, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones.
Called that.
And even as we speak, a human, Tialor Orinthiol, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. All they do is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us, we who lead them to their victory, even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over, and only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy, but who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? It is so ironic. The moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
Damn. Called it though.
Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere. But the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself.
Right, what did I just screw up? Okay, let's try something. Can I speak to him? Nope. I legit just have to load. Motherfucker. Alright, so we've just gone through the entire conversation there and it bugged the fuck out on me.
No. This is impossible. Why are you here? Be gone, Phantom. Be gone.
Hey, can I not?
Leave me to my slumber.
Can I not skip the?
Then this isn't a dream.
Oh God! Seriously?
You are here. But why? The Prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist?
For fuck's sake. The veiled woman.
Her? But why? She does not have a mind. She does not have feelings. So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here? Coincidence or caprice, I do not know. The veiled woman cannot be understood. I am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Arcarians called me the god of death. The Moonskin people, the warden of dreams. The Pyreans, the demon of the deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again. Does you measure time?
Oh,
then your
God.
most daring chronicles go back by far. I have seen them all. Since our people fell. Every
The mechanical
civilization,
part of the game, holy
every
shit,
cleansing,
it bugged the fuck
every
out.
turn of the cycle. What? No. The Starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail. And I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath. As I like to call it back then.
Alright, but your plan did work. You built this
As the
machine
only
and
one of my people,
survived.
Yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again. No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over. By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless. Yes, it is hard to put into words.
Right, and now not to touch the keyboard at all.
About the High Ones, only that they are part of something we call the cycle. The civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. Despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing, as powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are, because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of. Their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human. And by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High One's hands. So why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon. My knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time, and despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenos, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones. And even as we speak, a human, Tealor Orinthiol, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. All they do is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us. We who lead them to their victory. Even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over. And only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy. But who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? It is so ironic. The moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
Right, please game, don't bug out this time, please. Still haven't touched the keyboard.
Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere. But the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself.
Right, so quest hasn't updated yet. So if it happens again, it's just... I'm assuming this is supposed to happen, eh? Hello? Right. I need to figure out what the fuck. So, fleshless. It's the quest I'm currently on. So, I think he's supposed to tell you more. But the game's bugged to shit, so I can't actually do anything. Right. Can't do anything. I... Alright. So yeah, I can't... I literally can't finish the game anymore. This is about as far as I go. What the hell? I can't even yeet off.
No, this is impossible.
Oh right, I forgot. Bye. Yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna end it. The story and writing is great. The technical parts, not so much. But yeah. I'm gonna take a break for a few days and move on to something else, because there's not much more I can really do with this character. The game's just broken. Unless I reload the start of the area and go through that again and hope. Nothing else that can really be done about it. So yeah. That's Enderal, I guess. Thanks to anyone who watched, and have a good one. If you made it this far.